Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm back. This is gonna be fucking episode 3. And as you read the caption, it's about a conversation that I had with Toker. So I'm gonna take you back. So basically, this was like after like the second time he had got deported, and it was me, Toker, and my boy. And we were parked in the cut somewhere in Rosarito. Se me hace que se llama Elegido right there. Y estamos esperando un ruco, some dude to pull up. And fucking so him and my boy were talking. I was the driver, Toker was shotgun, and my boy was in the back. So they were talking, and I remember I had the little skinny iPod, the little thin one, the little skinny one, and I had my little playlist in there. So basically I was listening to fucking Soundgarden and shit like that, Rage Against the Machine. So somehow the fucking the attention came to me, and then Toka was like, "Man, what you listening to?" And then I'm like, "Man, you don't know about this shit." And I was like, and then I was like, "Man, if I ever get to go back to the States, like fix my case and go back, I'm gonna make a fucking, I'm gonna get a band and shit, a live band, and put out like a fucking like a rap rock album." And he was like, "Man, you're gonna lose all your fans." And I was like, "How so? How so? Fucking bands be doing fucking festivals, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000 people, even more, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're in a big band, So we're going back and forth about losing fans and all that. So fast forward to January of this year, MOBG asked me to do perform at a like all punk bands. So it was like the Runs, CTFC, Ocho Calaveras, like a bunch of bands. So I got together a band, and I performed. Like even just rehearsing that shit felt good. It just something about live music. It feels better. So entonces I did that, but I did that to a crowd that listen to punk bands and listens to like live music like that. So it was all good. It was smooth. And fucking now fast forward to 2 months ago. So I went on the Sinister tour, right? And I decided to bring a live band with me, go on tour with me, the squad. Yes, so we had some concerns, because now we're playing some of the classics, but with the live band like alongside of it. So and like Bandit was there at the rehearsals, and it was like me and Prime and Bandit were like, "What you think? You think we're gonna lose some fans, like, cause like a lot of like Conejo fans, they like they're diehard. Their whole shit's based on that fucking Shady album. They like that sound, they like them classics, and that's what they want to hear. So I was kind of concerned that fools might get like or be on some shit like, man, what the fuck is this? Some rock and roll shit or whatever. So the first show was in Hillsboro, Oregon, and all the other performers perform. Product Pistolas, A.G. Cora, Miss Fesoro, some local cats went on before them, and then but everything was set up for the band. So here we go, you hear the fucking helicopter. I come out there with the fucking ski mask on. Yes, we just go right into the fucking set, start murking that bitch. Yes, nothing. Like they was and then by that time, like they been drinking. They went through all these acts, and I'm the last act. I'm the headliner. I'm closing this shit. So they've been drinking. So the drums, everything, bass line, heavy bass lines, and lead guitar, and I had a DJ. So no problem. Like we body bag that bitch. And me when I perform, la neta, I go into a zone. Like I do make eye contact here and there, but I try not to focus, because I try to fuck with everybody, say what's up as I'm going, But I go into my zone. I don't look at the band. I don't look at the DJ. I fuck with the DJ because like he's like the fucking he's controlling the fucking orchestra. And if I tell him like, hey, hold up, let me talk to these motherfuckers, he'll stop everything, And nothing. Then we went to you know what? I don't know if Oregon was the first one. I think Washington was the fucking first one. I don't know. Then we went to Idaho, we went to Salt Lake City, and no matter what fucking city we touched with the band, like I had fans come up to me and be like, man, that band shit, that's the next level. That shit. See, the thing is, I've been fucking with musicians like, like lead guitar players and shit like that, and for a bunch of my music, you could hear it in the fucking you could hear it in you could hear it in Revenge Serve Cold. You could hear it in the Devil's Playground. You could hear it on the Puppet Master Curse. And then later I did the Planet Exile, Conejo Planet Exile. If you haven't heard all these albums, you could go to fucking Spotify and check these out. Especially that Planet Exile, where I put together that band in Mexico. I ended up, from when I was talking to TOKER, I ended up putting together years later, And so now we're coming up on the Nightmare Before Christmas. And we go to rehearsals. We start rehearsing like in the next few days, And that's how we're gonna do it this year too. Fucking bass player, lead guitar player, the fucking drummer, and the DJ, and to me I like it better because I like when the motherfucking drums hit. They just, you can feel that shit in your fucking, in your soul, you know what I'm saying? And when they play the bass line, it just makes it sound fucking thicker. So that's my quick little story about the time we were right there in Rosarito con el TOKER and then my boy G Loons and I'm always over here fucking listening to Soundgarden, and they're like, man, what the fuck you listening to and shit? And I was like, man, you fools don't know nothing about this, and you're gonna lose fans, but la neta no, I did a test run, and fools that know what's up know that that's my background, I come from that fucking heavy metal background, like I said before, I say it on the fucking American Cholo interview, well, he asked me after the interview, and I told him, I was an Iron Maiden fan, but, I used to like Motley Crue, I used to like Rat, I used to like Quiet Riot, these bands are not too heavy, but I used to like them anyways. I used to fuck with Van Halen Tough. I used to like AC/DC. Twisted Sister. I used to Motley Crue. Those, that's my background. That's my foundation. I'm like part of my foundation, like just my musical roots. And I'll see you guys soon at the Nightmare Before Christmas. G Rams, SK Mob.